Hey y'all, what's going on? Listen. I just came on here because I need to get a few things off my chest. I need to vent. And since y'all told me y'all didn't mind me venting to you guys, y'all should have never told me that because now I'm about to come to y'all all the time. I'm about to be on y'all nerves. I'm about to get on y'all nerves. Y'all know that? But it's a good nerves. And while I'm getting on y'all nerves, if y'all didn't already, I need y'all to subscribe to my channel real quick. Hit that like button. I appreciate it. Listen, shit, y'all can leave a comment too or an emoji just in case. But all right, y'all. Let me get into what happened. What made me want to tell y'all this story is because let me just say, you remember the lady? It was just on social media. The lady who had lost her kids. They was in the bedroom. She done tore up the airline people stuff, and she was all upset and yada 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 was going on. Let me tell y'all what happened to me. Now, this happened to me in the beginning of November. I'm not exactly sure when in November, but it was in the beginning of November. And the only reason I remember it was in the beginning of November is because I went to go get some more decorations. Now, this particular day, when I tell you, every day I wake up feeling good. But this particular day, I was feeling really, really good because I was going to do something that I enjoy the most, and that is Christmas shopping. That is getting my ornaments that I don't probably need no, because I got so many goddamn ornaments. But that's not the point. I still be wanting some more. So anyway, so I'm just as happy as I want to be. I done took my happy medicine and not that kind of medicine, this kind of medicine. Yeah, I took my happy medicine. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I'm like, okay, I gotta go to Michael's. I'm headed over to Michael's. Now, I told you, I'm feeling real good. On my way to going to Michael's, I'm listening to Christmas music. Y'all know anything about me? This is how much I love Christmas. Soon they start putting it on the radio, I'll be having it in on my car. Yes, I do. And sometimes I be at home too while I'm walking around just listening to some jingles. That's not the point. So I'm on my way, right? And I'm just jamming. So I'm in a good mood. I get out the car and I'm just, y'all, when I tell you I'm on cloud nine, I'm on cloud nine. I get into Michael's, and y'all know anything about Michael's. Michael's be putting stuff on clearance quick, fast, in a hurry. They be having like 50% off, and we still in November, and we still got to December to go. But anyway, that's not the point. They had like 50, 60% off, whatever they had some percentage at this moment. So I try to get in there and get what I need, right? Only what I need at the moment because I'll wait another week or two and they'll put it down again. But that's not the point. So I'm in there. I got to be in the store about 2 hours at this point. When I tell you they got Christmas carols going on in there, I'm jamming, having a good time. No kids in the world. 2 hours probably don't pass me, pay for my stuff. And I was like, you know what? While I'm over here, now I'm in the plaza. They got a bunch of little stores. So I said, ooh, while I'm over here, you know what? Let me walk the plaza. Let me go into these other stores and see what else everybody got and if I need anything. So I go put my stuff in the car and I'm just da 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 da. Now I am listening to Christmas carols because I'm yes on YouTube in my ear while I'm walking through the store. But by the time I got in the store, they was playing it anyway, so I ain't have to listen to it. But that's not the point. But I put it on in my ear just in case they ain't have it. But they did. Okay. So I get in. So after I put my stuff in the car, right? So I said the first store is TJ Maxx. So I said to myself, now normally you don't go no damn TJ Maxx, girl. TJ Maxx is just whoo. I don't do TJ Maxx, but that's not the point. So I was like, but you know what, girl, you in a good spirit. It's the holiday. They might got some nice stuff out. They might got some. So I said, you know what, let me go to, I have to go to the household area because you know everybody household area be having some cute little stuff. So I said, I'm gonna go to the household area. But by the time I walked inside of TJ Maxx, I was like, wait a minute, I need a shirt too. I might as well, if I'm gonna be in here, I might as well go ahead and get a shirt, right? Why not? Boom, I get in there. So now I'm in the shirt aisle, right? A few minutes later, not even a few minutes later, a couple of seconds later, it felt like a few minutes, but it was only a couple of seconds. Some lady and her son came into the aisle, right? So we don't say hi, but we look at each other, we smile, and we give like a little nod to say hello without saying hello. So I was like, oh, good vibes, good vibes. Oh, everybody in a good spirit. Everybody in a good spirit. Right? So we like, okay, so I'm looking, she looking. A few minutes later, her son started getting a little antsy. He started moving around, started doing, not even a few minutes, it was a couple of seconds later, but you know what I mean. But she starts moving around and stuff. So in the back of my head, I'm sitting here saying, little boy, you better not bring your ass down here. Because now he going around his mama and playing and all this other stuff. And I'm saying in my head, Not to her. Little boy, if you bring your ass down here, it's going to be a problem. But y'all know it ain't going to be a real problem because the bitch can't fight. So I would have just ended up moving or just looking at the little boy like, hey. Because I want his mama to beat me up. That's not the point. So, like I said, he's moving around. Now he on the floor. He wasn't a big boy. He was a little boy still at this point. But my thing was, why is you letting your son be on the floor in this dirty ass place in his hands? And a 9 out of 10 times, he gonna get up and do some point, he gonna touch his face. But you know what? That's not my child. I'm gonna mind my business. But he better not bring his little ass over here. Oh, what this little motherfucker do? He bring his little ass over here. I said, you know what? So you know how when you wanted to give a kid a stern look, but you scared their mama gonna pop off on your ass, so you do this little hard smile type of, like, get away from me. You don't do that. Hi, you better move. That didn't work though, because he thought it was a game. And I was like, sir. No, that's not what we're gonna do. We're not playing. So I'm looking at him like, go over there with your mama. So I'm looking at him, I'm looking at her, I'm looking at him, I'm looking at her. This bitch ain't saying not a word, y'all. She is in the... looking at clothes. I'm looking at myself like, excuse me, miss, your son is over here harassing me. I don't want to have to kick him, and then you come over here ready to fight me because I don't want to fight you, but I don't know how to tell him nicely to get away from me. So could you please call your son? But she wasn't paying no attention. She just kept doing what she wanted to do. Right? So I said, you know what? Remove yourself now. Remove yourself. So I said, you know what? You still in a good spirit. It's still the holiday. They playing Christmas carols on the speaker. So I'm like, all right, you was just singing a second ago. Don't let this little boy come in and steal your joy. That's a little Grinch over here. Don't let him and his mama come and steal your joy. So I trolley my ass 2 hours over. Now I'm in the 2 hours over. I'm going through clothes. But while I'm going through clothes, I realized, what the hell am I doing over here? It's nothing in this aisle that I want. So why am I in this aisle and I'm supposed to be in the aisle that they're in? Oh yeah, this little is keep messing with me. So right when I was thinking that, I'm still in the same aisle moving clothes, y'all. Like I'm looking for something, and I told y'all I don't belong in that aisle. I don't even remember what I was looking at in that aisle. That goes to tell me that, bitch, either you was real scared or you was just confused at that moment. I'm going to take it as being confused because I wasn't afraid just yet. Just yet, keyword. So, still got my little goofy ass over here looking in the aisle that I don't know even what I'm looking at. Don't need nothing in this aisle. Don't nothing in this aisle pertains to me. So, here come the little boy. I said, oh, now he playing with me. Oh, now he playing with me. So, a few seconds later, his mother then calls his name. So I'm looking at him like, your mama called you. So he goes, ma'am. So being that she heard him, that was enough for her. Oh yeah, that was enough for her. Not where he was at. How far was he from me? Oh, I heard him, so I'm good. Bitch, this is your baby, not mine. Why is he over here with me? Why am I still in this aisle looking at clothes that I don't need? That was confusing part of my whole situation. So when I said to myself, I'm about to go back where I belong. Like, why am I over here? I'm questioning myself. Like, I removed myself from a situation when you could have just simply got your kid or could have just kicked his ass. But you know, I wasn't going to kick nobody's baby. One, because I'm scared. Two, a baby do not deserve to be kicked. Sometimes. No. So after that, after I realized, like, okay, Mel, go back to where you belong. You over here is doing something that you got no business over here doing. That's not the point. So as I'm getting ready to leave to go back over to the aisle I belong in, she calls his name again. Now this time he doesn't answer. Now mind you, the little boy is in the middle aisle. Okay, I'm 2 aisles over, so technically separating me and his mom. He was in that middle aisle that separated me and his mom. Okay, so he's like underneath the clothes, just chilling. I don't know if he was playing hide and go seek. I don't know what the little motherfucker was doing. But I was like, I'm going to mind my business. Right? So she calls him again. He doesn't answer. So now she's walking, looking for him. She's not in a panic. She's not loud, but she's calling him. So I'm looking at him, then I'm looking at her, but then I'm going like this at the same time because I don't want her to ask me, did I see her son? Because my thing is, ma'am, you should have been paying attention to your son the whole time you was there. You called that boy one time, and as long as you heard his name, you was straight. You didn't care what he was doing. You didn't care the fact that I had to keep making sure I didn't step or kick or punch your son. Bitch, you was in your own world. But now you coming over here looking at me like I supposed to help you? No, ma'am. So I said like this, y'all. I'm looking through the clothes, minding my business. I promise you I was minding my, no, I wasn't really minding my business. I was, at this point, I was just pretending because I didn't want that bitch to ask me. Because I felt like, bitch, you should have had control over your son at this point. And I was already frustrated at this point because he kept getting on my nerves. Not really. But that's not the point. Anyway, so she getting closer. So finally, she must have seen me look at him. And then she noticed him. But by the time that happened, she started picking up her pace and she ends up getting to him. Boy, get up. She said whatever she said to him. He got up and then she turned around and looked at me, y'all. If looks can kill, I would have been dead on the spot. So now at this point, I'm confused. I'm like, do she want to fight me or is she just mad at him? And I just so happen to be staring over there at this moment. Let me turn around and mind my business because I don't want no smoke. We is not about to tussle. I don't want it like that. So I'm saying to myself, okay, maybe this is, the situation. So she looked back at him and then she looked at me and she starts talking, but she's like mumbling underneath her breath because she now, like I said, they're in the middle aisle. I'm still in this other aisle. She's mumbling under her breath. So to me, I felt like all I had to say was, what? And she be ready to fight. And I said, she looked like the type that would have fought me in front of her kid. Would have told him to go stand his little bad ass over there while mommy go handle this business. To me, them the kind of bitches that can fight. So I said to myself, leave the store. You do not want no smoke. You don't know her like that. She look like she gonna fight you in front of her son because she is that mad at this point. Now, mad at what? I have no idea because, bitch, that's your child. You should have been paying attention to. It ain't my job. Don't ask the village to help you look for your son when we can't help you raise your son. Because if that was the case, I would have said to that little boy at that time, stop running in this store. Go over there with your mama. But if I would have said that, you would have had an attitude and you probably would have wanted to fight me. You probably would have wanted to drag me through them stores up and down them aisles and everything else. And y'all know TJ Maxx and Marshall aisles about this big. So which means I wouldn't have had much I wouldn't have had much space to run. But that's not the point. So I said to myself, I'm getting the hell up out of here. So she going on and she mumbling and all that other stuff. And she was waiting for me to give her a reaction. I said, bitch, by the time you turn around, I'm going to be out the store anyway. Y'all, I didn't even make it to the home houseware stuff. I said, bitch, don't scare me out the whole store. She didn't even scare me to another department. She scared me out the store. I said, this can't be life. This can't be life. This can't be how I'm going to be really living out here. Bitch done scared me out the store, y'all. So, okay, I'll leave the store. So, instead of going to, because I could have went to the next one, I said, bitch, I'm about to walk clear across this parking lot. She ain't going to be at 5 and below. So, I was trolley my ass right across the parking lot. Right to 5 and below. I was smiling the whole time, but cursing myself and her the fuck out. Talk about how I wasn't scared. And she lucky I ain't want no smoke. And I had some other things to do and I was too much of a good mood. When I tell you, I was going in. But the whole time I'm saying to myself, bitch, you knew you were scared. Stop playing. You talking all that big shit walking across the parking lot to 5 and below. You should have said that shit to her. I really was saying this stuff to myself, y'all. Like, you had all this, you saying all this walking across the parking lot. Bitch, you should have said that in the store. Y'all. I was so like, yo, and I literally tell you, I wasn't sure she wanted, but I felt like she was waiting for me to say something to her, like, what? So she can pop off. I said, oh, bitch, you want to fight me in front of your kid? You dangerous. You don't give a fuck. Bitch, you could go to jail in front of her son. I said, I'm straight. I'm going to leave this whole entire store. Y'all can keep TJ Maxx. I don't need shit out of here anyway. I don't like the store anyway. Y'all got home and told my husband the story. When I tell you, he was in here laughing so hard. He was like, Mel. I said, babe, you have no idea. He said, you walked across the parking lot? He said, I said, yeah, if I know what parking lot I'm talking about, y'all would have been like, girl, it was never that serious. But by the time I realized what I was doing, it was too late. I was already in the middle. So I was mad as hell when I left out of 5 and below and realized my car was on the other side of the parking lot. Then I had a real attitude. I was really cursing her ass out, telling her about, if I see her, let me see her ass in this parking lot. I'm going to stump a monkey. When I tell you I was going in, wasn't going to do shit. Wasn't even going to bust a grape. But you couldn't tell me I wasn't. But y'all, when I literally tell you, I couldn't believe that girl wanted me to help her find her baby. I said, girl, you don't got me messed up. If I would have said something to your baby prior to that, you would have had a whole attitude. But now you want this village to come in here. Nope, I'm not doing it. Nah, if I can't participate in telling your kid to calm his tail down or go stand by his mama, I'm not participating looking for him. Even though I seen the kid the whole entire time. I wouldn't have let him walk out the store. If he was going that way, I would have said, ma'am, your son is walking out the store. And then I would have kept doing what I was going to do because it was your job and your responsibility to watch your own kids. Look, I raised mine. Mine was grown at this point. That is so not that. But I tell you, that's the shit I be thinking, y'all. But I wanted to tell y'all that. If y'all listen to this story, I want to tell y'all thank y'all for listening to this story. And until next time, I am out of here.